It's an out-of-body experience. It's hard to believe. It's everything you'd see on the Titanic and worse, because it was just unbelievable. And, that was one incident. There were 4 incidents of that in that 5.5 hours, and not one person from the ship assisted us in any manner. There wasn't one officer. There were 4 times we thought we were dying, and we, said our goodbyes to each other, and we just said, there were just so many things. One of the moments when I was I had climbed, when the ship was listing, and we had to climb up and pull a human chain to pull ourselves up onto a stairwell, and another couple turned around and gave me their baby and said, "Take my baby." And I held the 3-year-old, and I was holding on, and the ship is moving, and I was afraid the child was going to go down the stairwell. And I knew, I looked at my husband, who's been in the Navy, and he said, "This is it." And I handed the baby back to the parents and said, "Be with your baby." We got on a lifeboat that wouldn't function. We were all thrown out of the lifeboat and thrown against the walls of the ship. We crawled down under to try to get on the other side of the ship, because they said that if we got on the other side, we could get a lifeboat. And at the time, the ship shifted again, and we were thrown back. We had to crawl back out. We had to climb a 20-foot ladder with blood falling down from everywhere. And people, the real heroes were the people, the other passengers on board that lifted us up, and we had to go through crates of things. And then we get to the top of the ship, and we're up there with about 10 people. The rest of the people are left the ship, and you see Coast Guards and flashing lights, and you think they're coming for you. And the next thing you know, they're taking somebody from the bridge and airlifting them out. And we're standing there with our lights flashing and yelling, "Save us, save us." So we went up the 24-foot ladder and put there, and there was just hardly any of us left. One of the photographer from the ship, and another German man had a rope, and we had to scoot on our knees, hands and knees, all the way to this rope, and then we had to go down from deck, I want to say 7, 8, 10, I don't know which deck it was at the time, and then we had to shimmy ourselves all the way down, and it was like a chain. If one of us would have slipped or fallen, then everybody would have gone down. So we were there, and as we got there, we thought, we're safe, we're going to get on a lifeboat. And what ended up happening is the water started to shift, and the lifeboat wasn't safe. So we had to try to time it to save our lives, and we had to jump onto the lifeboat. Wow. I and my younger daughter, Cindy, we jumped to the top of it, and we hauled another German lady with us that was left. She was before us, and my husband and other daughter jumped down in.